So we're back, and this was a really tough week. I realized I'm heartless. I couldn't find a heartbeat, but I have a pulse. So I used both hands, and I realized when I do the pulse in my breathing that I could feel my heartbeat, so I'm not really heartless.
That's great. I'm glad you figured that out because that is true. Usually, when we put our hands on our hearts, some of us can feel it right away. Like, for example, I just put my hand on my heart and I could feel it right away. But sometimes it takes for us to rest in that moment of stillness, the one that we covered the previous week, to actually just rest and pay attention only to our heart. And having that ability to do two things at once, right? Because I am breathing and I'm trying to listen to my heart. That's not simple. Even though we think, well, how difficult can this be? I do it all the time. No, it's a lot harder than most people think. And so when you're actually doing the exercise, having that knowledge of being able to rest in that stillness and allowing for me to be completely observant of my heartbeat can really do volumes for the entire experience. So I am curious though, so you were able, it was when you were able to rest in that stillness that you felt a heartbeat, but your pulse point was easy for you though.
It was so easy.
Excellent. So you want to share a little bit about that experience?
Well, I used the two fingers, like you said, and it was right there. And I took my fingers away, and just once I could feel it in my fingers, and then it was gone. So I did it again and again and again, and I couldn't get it. But I did get it once, and I could feel them, feel it here.
So that's beautiful. So that's really unique because in the exercises, what I was actually referring to was to actually experience the heartbeat or the pulse point in the place where you place the fingers. So when you took the fingers off, you still felt the beating or the pulse where your fingers were placed. But you had a very unique experience where it was almost like you were able to carry the pulse with you in your fingers. And that is what I mean, what makes this entire experience so beautiful and individual is because everybody has a different experience. But everybody knows they felt something. They don't understand it. They don't know where it came from. It doesn't make any sense to them. But the more you get into this exercise, so, you can try it right now. So you can put your finger right there at the pulse point, and we'll just do a couple of rounds together right here. So I really want you to be present with the pulse. I want you to experience the pattern of the pulse. Is it fast? Is it slow? I want you to experience the vibration in your fingers. Now, when you're doing these exercises, it helps to really reduce the amount of stimulus coming into your body, through your eyes even, so you might want to close your eyes and really bring all of that attention into that pulse point. And after a couple of understanding the pattern, feeling that vibration, go ahead and take your fingers off and try to experience that vibration within your pulse point without your fingers being there. Now, this obviously takes a lot of focus and a lot of presence. But using the previous exercises of resting in stillness will help. Then whenever you're ready, go ahead and put your fingers back at the pulse point. Sinking more into the experience. And then taking your fingers away.
Feeling it now.
Yes! High five! That was awesome! Sometimes it just takes a little patience, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
And the belief that it is possible. So there you go. Well done.
That
I'm
was
proud of you.
awesome. Thank you.
Excellent. We'll see you next week.
Okay.